guys, welcome to our channel. So a couple of weeks ago Ash came and we got the engine from Nick and we put it in, but we didn't have much luck. After a lot of drama, last week we got it started and eventually moving, which was awesome. So it had been sitting there for 4 years, so that was just absolutely amazing. We're so chuffed. But it still has a leak, a hydraulic oil leak at the swivel joint. The biggest amount of work has been done. Now this is still a pretty big job, but hopefully we get it done, and I don't want to use it before we actually fix it because I don't want to jeopardize my machine and waste a lot of hydraulic oil because it's leaking a lot. So we're gonna start taking it apart, and hopefully I messaged my friend Morta to send me the part. Thank you very much, Max. I couldn't have done this without you. One of the many people who we couldn't have done this without them. So hopefully they'll be able to send it over fast-tracked. If not, we'll have to wait and eventually do it. Anyway, let's start taking it apart. So there it is. There's like 7 slipper seals and a couple of oil seals, which most probably are the cause. Hopefully the unit itself isn't broken, but they do sell kits of them, so we're assuming it's a pretty common problem anyway. So it's a lot of work. I mean, you can see how confined it is in there, and we've got to take all these pipes off. Big job. So what is a swivel joint, you may be asking, or maybe not. Well, a swivel joint is a solution to a problem where, think of the digger as 2 parts. You've got the track bit and the rest, the cabin and everything else. Now the hydraulic pumps that feed the tracks and the blade in front there are on the top half. So how do you get hydraulic oil through hoses to feed into these? Because since this goes around indefinitely, wouldn't the hoses just wrap around it? So swivel joint, you've got hydraulic oil coming in there, hydraulic oil coming out there, and it just swivels on its own like that. So that's what it does, which is pretty important. So there you go, learn something new every day.
That one. And that one. Right, they've all moved.
Very good.
So it's now just a process. 2 spanners, hammer. I wonder if I take these off here and catch the oil. Take a pipe and we'll see how much oil comes out of one, and then we'll figure out if we're doing something differently.
Yeah. Oh, she's leaking.
Yep. Well, there's a wee spot coming off that one. I'll just tighten that one a minute just to keep it for now. And the other thing, look, you need to be sure of before you start taking hoses off anywhere is that nothing's going to move.
As in, what would move?
Well, you could be slackening a hose in about the cab and the boom lower or something. So, but she's sitting down, so she's happy. The way I had her sitting on the blade, there's no way I'd be taking anything off with her sitting.
Oh, of course, because then you'll lose the pressure and it'll...
Lose the pressure, she'd just drop like a stone.
It's all logic, but you have to have the knowledge in the beginning, obviously.
Yeah, but once you figure out...
No, I'm telling you, I mean, this has been one hell of an apprenticeship for me.
Yeah.
That's a solid pipe, or a...
Yeah, it's all steel pipes.
Oh, because some of them are hoses, no, you said?
Well, the hoses are on the top side.
Ah, I see.
Which is good. I can explain a bit better when I get out. But the steel pipes, if you have a steel pipe, I don't know, 2 meters long, there'll be a bit of give in it, right?
Yeah, but
it'll
so
flex
short.
A wee bit. But when it's so short, I think I'll have to slack and break these off at the back. That one at the break will just... Right, that's going that one. The one above it is going up there. We'll just take them off at the easiest places.
Hey, Molly. Molly, no, out of there. You can't kiss Ashley any time of the day. Well, if you open the other side first, at least the oil in that pipe
Yep.
will empty out, right?
Yep, that's what we'll do.
And it'll be a bit less.
Yep, it'll be more controlled. Right.
2.
No, that's not too bad. That's controllable.
Do you want me to undo that one so you don't stay stretching?
Yeah. What you could do is, could you get me a 1/2 inch this wee toty extension?
Okay.
Bar? That's the one I want.
Oh, good. Shall I go with that one?
Mm-hmm.
Shall I take this one off?
Yeah, if you can. Right
No,
now.
it's just by hand.
Can I get that? Oh! We're a different system. Oh! Right, keep that. This is different to the other. These come out in 2 bits, so
I see.
we don't need to get that awkward bolt out. We'll just do this.
Very good.
Right, can you choke the hole in the motor
Yep.
before we get in
here?
shit in there? Yep, just plug it, just shove that tissue.
Is it this one here?
Yep, where your finger is.
Okay.
Just make a wee cone and twist it and shove it in there.
Oops. Sorry about that.
No, that's alright. Just again, do you want to get a bit of wire? Well, you
A bit of what?
give that a wipe off.
Yeah.
And then get a bit of wire, and we could just tie
that up.
there out the road, and that's that side done. I mean, the drips are really inconvenient, but there's not that much volume of oil yet.
No, no.
There's an oil build-up behind that.
Uh-huh.
And I haven't drained the hoses above it, right? Above that union, because we'll be getting oil from what's up there. But if I slacken those hoses first and then come down here, this will just be a swim. Right, that's a fit for that. Right, the other thing, we'll need to drop some of that. Give us a wee crowbar, the
small crowbar.
short one.
Bit of scraping.
Some of this to make that pipe room to move.
Who came to visit? Hey, Wobbles. Are you a boy or a girl, Wobbers? If it's a boy, we're going to have to call it Woblo.
Oh!
Wow.
Move it. Let's move it.
Wobbers, really? Why do you want to stay with us? I know why. Because we protect you from the cockerels. So a lot of people are saying she's a cockerel because she crows, but all the men want to bang her.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry, I was talking to the chicken.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to slide out a wee bit, and we'll do another 2 that need time to drain, and then we're finished under here.
Very good. Very good.
So we're getting there.
Nice. Wobbles, pass him the 24 spanner. Wobbles.
Sarah should be here getting lessons on how to be an apprentice. And then there's all the apprentice abuse. See if you like working in the like of a shipyard or a big factory. The apprentice is working with his pal who knows what's what.
Yeah.
And the apprentice is whittering on about football or girlfriends or something. And the guy wants a bit of peace. He says, away down to the stores and ask for a long wait and make sure it's a metric one.
I used to say the same thing happens in kitchens. Go get me a bag of steam.
Well, a bag of steam, the guy maybe knows, but...
Oh, you'd be surprised, I tell you. And I had a barman who knew all these jokes, obviously. So he grabbed a plastic bag, put it in the foamer on the coffee machine. And when he turned away, he blew it up with his mouth.
Yeah.
And he came into the kitchen with this plastic bag inflated.
Ash, I love and appreciate everything you are doing for us, but don't put ideas into Luke's head. He already messes with me enough and he does not need your encouragement. Thank you very much. As the boys put it, it is a very slow and hard job, so I think I'm gonna take a break from this section of underneath the digger work. So up here in the sunlight where we don't need a torch to see what is going on here. Our neighbors came to tell us that it's going to be loud and they warned us to keep our animals in. But what is happening? Here's Molly. Molly, what's going on? Because we don't know.
I do.
Luke knows.
So first, yesterday morning, a couple of guys came from the Freguesia, which is like the local council, to put up some hunting signs so the hunters know that they can't come within 250 meters of where we're living. They have some event where they hunt the wild boar. And then later in the afternoon, our neighbor just over here came. He's really a nice guy. He's got the biggest piece of land. It's really huge. And he has a lot of problems with the boar because they destroy his crops. I think that's why he organizes it, really. And yeah, so they have this big boar hunting thing. And one of the hunters who came with our neighbor told me he's going to come around on Monday with hopefully a leg of boar, of javali, they call it, javali. We've never eaten javali, so we're looking forward to that. Hopefully they catch something.
But they did tell us keep
but
your
it was really nice
in,
of them,
just in
eh? They
case.
came and they're just making sure that we won't be scared, and because there's going to be a lot of gun shots and we can hear people shouting and shooting.
But it's not as loud as I thought it was going to be. I thought
Molly can hear everything, eh? She hasn't stopped barking. Hey, Molly. They said all the javali will be in the bushes and they just set the dogs on them so they get out and then shoot them, poor things.
But it is awesome, you know, they came to tell us, they came to warn us that
and
we
the thing
might
is,
be scared.
I mean, I'm not too much in favor of hunting, really, but the javali do a lot of damage. And I was talking to someone recently and they said because of COVID, because people couldn't even go hunting, the population of the javali has really multiplied, which does become a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't do it myself, but we are meat eaters, so
Yes,
I'm looking forward to that leg of javali.
So Molly, you can keep going. Thank you for stopping your barking while we were talking. Molly, what's been happening today? Do you want to eat boar?
You want to go hunting with the hunting dogs? But you're a rabbit hunter, not a boar hunter.
Do you want to be
You try to make friends with the boar when you see them, eh? Huh?
You want to be a boar hunter? You have to bark more. You have to say, "No, guys, you got to get off the land." Today the animals have to suffer a little bit. They have to stay until 12:30, 1. This is not a big deal, and then we can go on a nice walk this afternoon. But today and tomorrow is their hunting day, and they were just so nice. So the least we can do is keep our animals in, so our animals are safe. Molly, keep going with the barking. Tell them you don't like it. Molly doesn't like it. Molly wants to join in. So just because the animals can't come out, it doesn't mean I can't spoil them. So I'm going to give them a lot of fruit and vegetables to keep them busy, give them some grain, and they can wait it out, and some hay. Molly, you have to stay in here when I go out, okay? You're going to be a clever girl. I can't risk it. I love you too much. Okay. No. You stay here. Come here. Come. Sit down there. Sit. And you wait. You are staying here. I will miss you. You can't come out. Okay? Stay. Can you hear this? It's dangerous for Molly. Okay, I do need that camera though. Stay. I came for the camera. No, I know you want to come. I know, but you can't. You have to stay here. Okay? Love you. You might be giving us a pint today, Susie. I can hear all the shouting of the hunting going on in the background. They sound excited. Hey, Susie. Susie, soon you will come out. Give this to me. Come on. Good girl. Oh my goodness, clever Susie. Clever Susie. Clever girl. The sooner you do this, the sooner you can get out and you can have your hay and your leaves, okay? You're just such a clever girl. So this morning I made yogurt too. Well, I started it anyway. I brought Susie's milk up to 38 degrees. I had 3 of these tubs. I've added the live yogurt to it, and now it's in a box surrounded by straw. It has to stay warm, and tomorrow we should see a difference. Susie, you get it from you, and I make yogurt out of it. That would be amazing if it worked. I just did this first process about 10 minutes ago now, so super excited to see the results. Susie, it would be your milk that you made yogurt from. Yummy. Come on, babies. Come on. Where's your mama? Go and look for her. Come on, go look for your mama. Meatball, go put on your apron while you eat your grain, okay? Good boy. You eat your grain. Yeah, that's for Meatball. For Meatball. Good boy. Wait. You're gonna get it. Don't worry. I'm gonna give you. Give me a second. I just want to put your milky somewhere safe. Okay, Susie, I know you're very hungry. You're gonna all eat some yummy stuff. Give me a second. Not even time to tie it up. Today you're gonna miss your walkies, babies. But tonight we're going a good one, okay? Are you still eating your food? Yes, so he doesn't mind anyway. Give you a bunch of hay and then I'm good to go. What's up? Wow! Not the camera, boys! Not the camera, boys, no. Wow. This is naughty Alfie. Naughty boy. Good morning, Alfie. Lot of dogs barking. Hi, Maggie. You're not coming out today, girls. It's very dangerous. Oh my goodness, guys. Wait. Baba, be careful. Maggie, come here. Come here, let me tell you something. Do you know why you can't go out today? Do you know why? Because there's hunters, they're hunting little piggies like you. But not exactly like you. And you just can't go out. You know why? You know why? Because you're too dang delicious, that's why. Because you're too dang delicious. Okay, Maggie. They're like, shut up, Mom, and give me my food. So, Peppa, you first today. Maggie, you stay. Maggie. Wow, that's a lot of shooting. Oh my goodness, that was a lot of gunshots. It's all going down on that part of our land. Hi, Larry. Please tell me you didn't drop the milk. Good. Wow, they're pretty close. You look super relaxed. You're keeping an eye on everything. Kisses.
She wants to go hunt with the doggies, eh?
Some of the gunshots today were crazy loud. I'm really happy that all the animals are in their enclosure, nice and safe. And now it is back to Under the Digger action, where Ashley and his lovely assistant are still on that long, hard and slow swivel extraction mission.
You know, this might answer your track problem as well.
I'm sure.
Because if you're short of pressure on one side,
Yeah. It's going to pull to the other, eh?
obviously that's going to
Yeah.
alter things.
Okay, we're trying to take off the bolts that hold it to the plate. This thing down there. So he's loosened one. We'll call that one north, which is just over there. Don't know if you can see that, guys. I can see if this is north, this would be east. I can see that one. And he's attempting to try and find the south, but the west is going to be somewhere down there. Pain in the butt. Okay, one of those elbows which are a bugger to take off. Doesn't want to come off, so we need a bit of leverage. Bit of 2-inch steel pipe, but the spanner ring ends doesn't fit in it, so he's going to try and make it fit.
We'll see if we
We'll
can get
see.
this to fit. When you're on an old digger, you need sophisticated tools sometimes. You hold that, Luke.
Okay. Here comes the
No,
vibrations.
you'll need to hold it down or you'll get a bit. Try that.
Oh yeah!
See? Technology sometimes.
I tell you, I love these
Hold
very
that.
smart things.
Just Ooh, again. Along, push it along that way a wee bit more. Ooh, that was my wrist. Right, try that. Oh, that's it. Good job done. Oh, just
Okay, these are the things he's trying to take off from the main swivel joint. And we haven't filmed much just because we can't see, let alone you.
there we are.
Ho ho! Hey!
Sometimes it's just brute force.
So that's 2 of 4 on that side, and then there's 2 more on the other side, right?
Well,
6 in all.
yeah.
And as he does that, everything he takes off, I'm marking and organising, because we're not quite sure who's going to put it together yet, so try and make it as easy as possible for them.
I think I'm joking. I think I'll come and do it.
Whew, okay, we got it out. It took a whole day. Ashley just left. I didn't film much at the end because it was just getting so hard. I'm telling you, every time we need to move this hydraulic pipe, we have to move the one above it or the one next to it, and they're rigid. It was tough. If you've ever taken anything apart and thought, wow, this was really hard to take apart, I'm telling you, this is a whole new ball game. I've got the swivel joint right here. I put it in a box because it does look like rain. And my friend Max messaged, and it looks like if they do have the part, it's going to take at least 2 weeks. So Ash has gone, and we'll have to keep everything safe until I get the parts. He can come back and we can replace it. So let me show you. This is the swivel joint casing, right? And there are 7 slipper seals inside this, which are going to be a bugger to get out as well and replace. And this is what was inside the swivel joint inside the casing. So this was bolted onto the plate, and I'm telling you, these 4 bolts that actually do it, it's so heavy. Hold on, let me put it down. just can't scratch it. So those 4 bolts, 2 of them were relatively easy to get out, but the other 2 we must have spent 3 hours on each one. And in fact, once we've got it out, I think we're going to drill the holes through and bolt it onto the plate from underneath. Not that hopefully we'll have to ever take it apart again, but once we're there, we might as well make it easy for the future. So that's where we are right now. We do need, there's the oil seal here, there's a couple of these O-rings. So hopefully we'll get those in a couple of weeks and then we can actually use it. I can't wait. I've been staying up all night dreaming of digging swales and ponds and whatnot. I can't wait. And just seeing it actually being moved when Ashley was digging that trench there so we can have easy access. It just looks so cool, and I just know I can go everywhere on the land and just do so much with it. Hopefully we'll be getting all these seals that we need, and we'll obviously put it in one of our videos in the very, very near future.
Yay, well done Luke and Ashley on that slow and hard job. Unfortunately, it's just the beginning of that swivel journey, but hopefully that will have a happy ending. My yogurt didn't exactly turn out quite as planned, and I know the problem. The grand unveiling. Oh, it looks something, Is it? I did a bit more research, and to make yogurt you leave it for 7 to 9 hours in a lukewarm temperature, so it kind of has to be consistent as well. Lukewarm is between 36 degrees Celsius and 40 degrees Celsius. So I will have to try and do that. We don't have a yogurt making machine, so next time I will try and do it at a better time, either during the day where we have 8 hours of kind of consistent weather, not halfway through the night and then in the cold morning again. So hopefully I'll have a better result next week and I'll share that with you guys. The hunters went home at around 3, so now it is time to free our animals.
Freedom! So fresh, so new. Freedom! It's all for you. All for you. Freedom. Keep your ear to the ground. Talking about the freedom. It's the best show in town. Best show in town. Freedom. Well. Freedom. I give you freedom. Yes, it's right. Freedom. Start right now. Freedom. Get your freedom tonight. Freedom. Well. Come on, everybody. Young, old, all you lovers. This is our time to rise back from the sand and claim our freedom. Talking about the freedom. Got to do it. Let yourself be free. I give you freedom. Yes, it's right.
I would like to welcome our new patrons to our patron family. Thank you so much for choosing us. Andrew, Norma, Beth and Michael. We really appreciate your support.
Let yourself be free. I give you freedom. Yes, it's right. Freedom. Start right now. Talking about the freedom. Get your freedom tonight. Freedom. Yes, it's right. Freedom. Let yourself be free. Start right now. Freedom. Get your freedom tonight.
When we were out on our walk and at the end of our land, Peppa and Maggie were not with us, but they don't always stay with us the whole time, and that doesn't worry me normally, but we heard 3 loud gunshots and some screaming, and I panicked. So we just ran home.
Yes, Maggie. Where's Peppa? Yes, Peppa, come. I was worried about you. Where were you? I missed you. Well, you had me worried.
Freedom.